Hey Woods fans, do you want to be gifted something from the item shop to your accounts? All you have to do is use code Woods in the item shop, like the video, subscribe and put on all notifications, and head down to the comments and add a nice comment for the video and then add your epic username at the end. Good luck!
Yo, what is going on everybody? It's your boy Woods back with another banger video, and in today's video guys, I'm going to be making sure by the time you leave this video, if you watch all 10 minutes and soak up all of my tips, then I guarantee you'll be cracked out your brain, you'll be dropping like 10 kills a game in arena and getting dubs, you'll be getting loads of points. So all I can say is watch the whole entire video, because how it's going to be structured, I'm going to be teaching you some tips at the start of the video while we review one of my games where I actually win an arena, and then once we get past the tips, I'll actually then tell you guys like my thought process and what I'm thinking, why I'm not taking fights or why I am taking fights, so that you guys can hopefully replicate that and also become an absolute pro gamer when you do arena. So make sure you watch the whole entire video if you want to soak up all the information and get as good as me, or even better, who knows. So yeah guys, make sure you drop a like, it really helps me out on the YouTube algorithm, and if you watch 5 minutes plus and get the average watch time up to 5 minutes, it helps me get recommended, so I'd really appreciate that. Make sure to subscribe if you want to get better at arena or Fortnite in general, because I'm always uploading best tips for you guys. Alright, let's go ahead and hop into this.
Alright guys, so when you go ahead and load into arena, depending on what actual skill rank you are, you'll either lose points or you'll actually, won't actually take any points away from you when you use the battle bus. For me, I'm at a high enough level that it actually takes away points, so what I would highly suggest for people that are already at a stage where it takes away points, land at places that you know you're not going to die of spawn, so pick some places that you know that no one lands at, and if you're struggling finding a landing spot, then I would highly suggest I'll link a video in description where I show you the best landing spots you can use for the arena and scrims and whatnot. But in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you what to actually go ahead and do to get more arena points. So for example, it doesn't matter where you land on the map, if anyone ever lands on your house or comes to your spot, you need to immediately be looking out and having a look around and seeing who is landing, who's landing where and how many people are landing. I see immediately 2 people are pickaxing on my roof, and when people are pickaxing, they're either running away because they don't have guns and stuff like that. So I go in to get a gun and I W key these kids, because most of the time they don't have guns if they're pickaxing, so I'm just going to go ahead and go straight in and go kill one of them. And now the other one I see has gone in there and I saw he got a gun, so I'm going to try and actually bait him out here with an actual big pot. And what does he do? He instantly opens that door and looks and comes out. Always go ahead and when you're at a high level of arena, try and bait out people by doing anything you can, so it'd be trying to put on a shield, and when they hear that, they'll W key you. Always go ahead and try and kill them. Also, my best bet is if anyone ever lands in your area or anything like that, loot up as fast as you can and immediately try and push them. No matter how underlooted you are, if you have an AR or a shotgun or an SMG or anything like that, push straight in. Don't push if you have like a pistol or something like that, but if you have anything like an AR pump or anything like that, most of the time they won't be looted as well that much. So if you can get the upper hand on them of putting aggression on them first, then you most likely will make them crumble, and you better kill them very easily off spawn if you're the one pushing them first. So it's really important to actually go ahead and loot up as soon as you can. And as you can see here, what I do, I loot up first. I'm ready waiting on the roof for this kid, and as soon as he comes out, I go ahead and beam him with my AR, hit him in the head with 60. And now what you guys need to be doing is making sure that when you actually go ahead and find kids, you need to be the one that shoots first and hits them in the head or something like that. So here, I don't go ahead and shoot this kid straight away. I wait a couple seconds to make sure I line up that 60 headshot for that kid, because as soon as I got him weak in arena, people usually start to panic as they, they're low already. So, but you do not want to go ahead and W key at this point, because if you go ahead and W key, they can always go ahead and open up an edit and pump you straight away. That's why when I pickaxe this kid's wall, I wait for a second with my shotgun out in case he edits, because however, with this next clip here guys, what I'd highly suggest is really picking your fights, and you need to make sure that you are taking advantage of this and picking the fights you want to actually take, because here, as you can see there, I saw some kid on the mountain. However, I did not want to go ahead and fight him, because I knew that if I fought him or shot at him, he would turn around and hold me down this hill, and when people have high ground, you're going to get screwed up. If someone else sees you first, then obviously you can't really do a lot about that, but in this scenario, I wasn't going to take any fights, and I was just going to chill in a box for the rest of the game. How obviously, I just saw this kid running up the thing, he had his back to me, it was a free shot. However, unfortunately I missed. But the thing is with arena, you need to be careful that as soon as you shoot at someone and they know you're there, most of the time people in arena don't care, and they'll just go ahead and shoot at you straight away, and they'll start to push you after you shot them. So 9 times out of 10, if you do ever shoot at someone, they'll be very angry, so you're going to have to finish the job at some point. So don't shoot at someone and then try play Mr. Nice Guy and hide up, because they're probably going to W key you then. So once you put a pressure on someone, you've got to follow through with that. So once you do take a shot, you need to make sure that you're landing those shots, because then you can actually finish them off and whatnot. Also, another point I have for you guys in arena, a tip: do not build fight in the middle of a map, especially when it's a small zone. Because exactly here, I got the kill, and yeah, great, I got the kill point, but it was not worth it. I should not have build battled this kid. I should have tried box fighting him because I didn't know my surroundings. That's a great scenario of me. As soon as I get into a game, I get a chest and push into some kid's, roof instantly and kill him. And here, once again, obviously, I'm spraying at this kid on the floor because I know I can get a free shot here. And once he's low, I don't even have a shotgun at this point, but I know he's low, and he doesn't seem like that much of a skilled player because he's kind of hiding up. He's not really pushing me, so I just go ahead and W key in a little bit like this. And don't ever feel scared to W key, kids, guys, because obviously anyone can turn around and pump you, so you've got to be worried about that. Like this kid here almost killed me. However, he had some dodgy aim. That's the only reason I won that fight, but also because of the fact that I put pressure on him, he most likely actually felt worse and his aim performed worse because I put the I W keyed him. I put that pressure on him. So don't ever feel like too scared to W key, kids. So for example here, I know these two kids are fighting, right? And I know this kid is in this box here, so I take his wall very easily, and I start to spray him just to check him out, but I instantly just melted him, so that was very easy. But this other kid here, right, that he was fighting, I don't know, I don't know how much shield this kid actually has, so I don't want to W key straight away. I want to go up and make sure I'm at my maximum shield first, so I go up and immediately hit that mini. I could have W keyed in straight away, but I'm making sure that I'm at my max shield, so make sure that you have your maximum amount of shield or health before taking fights, guys. Always do that. So always mid fight, it doesn't matter if it gives them time to heal too, get up, go shield up. If you don't know what they're at, if you know they're like 1 HP for example, go straight in, W key them, kill them if you're like 200 HP, but always play arena like you have like 10 HP. And now another thing is to not stress about zone. As you can see here, I start to get discomforted because we're in zone fighting, and I start to I start getting crazy. I start taking this kid's walls where I could have just chill back, wait for this kid to push me and then get a nice shot on him, but no, I start being crazy, trying to spray over his walls, push in, edit unnecessary things, and I've only taken 20 HP at this point, but I'm still starting to panic even though I literally have like a med kit. As you can see here, this kid doesn't care. Obviously, he's chilling, he's having a good time, and while I'm, stuttering around, he just W keys me and kills me. So in arena, always play with precaution. If you are going to W key anyone or get aggressive, still play it like you're 10 HP. This next scenario is actually the game where I actually go ahead and find two kids at my landing spot where it's even low key. Now, there's like 3 chests on this island, so you get 2 in the house, 1 outside, and then another one in the shack. One kid lands in the house. However, I realized that he hasn't actually gone in the house. He immediately pushed out. So I realized that he probably didn't have a lot of loot as he was standing on the top of the thing already looking for a kill. So he can't have actually, looted up by then. So I quickly swoop in, get the chest that he hasn't got because I knew he wouldn't have got it because he's already on the roof peeking kids. There's no way can anyone loot that quick. So I get in, get the shotgun and kill him. Obviously, it was a very easy kill for me as he only had an AR. Now at this point, I knew there was still another kid on the other end of the island. However, I now have the equivalent of 2 chests loot and a bit of floor loot, whereas this kid only has 1 chest loot. So I know I can probably take this fight. However, I can always test him out. So as you can see here, spray him a little bit, and once I see that he's a little bit weak, that's when I can push in, guys. Don't ever just W key straight away. You need to be making sure that in arena, you actually go ahead and test people out first. So I saw that he's now white, so I just go ahead and go straight in and take his wall and things like this. And now, obviously, still playing safe, making sure I reset the wall, as I could have just gone straight in there, jumped in the box, but like he could have just W keyed me and killed me there. So you always need to be playing your safe side. And now you've also got to be thinking very smart when you play arena. For example here, I go ahead and start to rotate into zone. However, if you look at the river where I would have had to go on the boat, I would have had to travel through the middle of zone where everyone was rotating into. So everyone would have seen me on the boat and most likely sprayed me. So what I do the sensible thing and just get off. Always go with your gut feeling. If you feel like you could get sprayed somewhere, just go the other way. Even if it's going to take longer to get there, just go the safer route all the time. So at this point here, I'm tracking my enemy, and I could have just shot him straight away at the start, but instead I actually go ahead and wait until I can get a nice headshot on him. And what ends up happening, I hit 3 headshots in a row and another 26 body flesh one there. So that's like 170 damage in my head. He's like 30 HP, has to be. So I started to push up, obviously, and in this scenario, when you're 200 HP and the other kid's 30 HP, usually it's mostly a free kill. However, this kid was quite far away from me still, so I had to be a little bit careful because he had time to actually go ahead and shield up or mini or whatever he had. However, I was not expecting him. He actually had floppers, so he was very, shielded up again. So I'm playing it safe here, but then he was kind of tucked around the corner, so I just go edit in and pump him in the head, and he actually was like 150 HP. So that's the thing you need to be worried about arena, is that people will not give up just like that. They're always going to be getting back up to their maximum amount of shield and giving you a good fight. So always never never like think that someone's going to be 2 HP after you've shot them, because they could have, they could have like healed back up. So you always got to be careful about that fact. And now rotating into zone, once again, you need to be picking your fights correctly, as there was 2 kids either side of me. I could have shot them, but they would have held me in zone if I actually shot them. So you didn't want to shoot them. I wanted to get into zone peacefully, and I got into zone without taking any damage unnecessarily. And now I see a kid here, and now what am I thinking in my head? I'm thinking, alright, bet, this kid's here, I'm going to wait until he pops out and I can get some nice free shots on him. Apparently my aim assist just didn't work, or my aim apparently just didn't work there. I didn't get any shots, but obviously you can't then back down. Don't box up. Go for that build battle. Play aggressively. Play like you're in creative. You know, don't feel scared, because if you feel scared ever, 9 times out of 10 you'll lose the fight. But if you play with confidence and it builds your ego, so for example, after you kill someone, emote or them, you know, scream that they're bad or you're better, whatever. I'm not saying to build a massive ego and get a massive forehead, you know what I'm saying, but always make sure that you're feeling good after you kill someone and that you did deserve it. And always try, I mean, it sounds bad, but like boost your egos, like, you know what I mean, like if you feel like you're the better player in that scenario in an arena, you tend to actually play better if you mentally think that you're the better player and everything like that. But then sometimes it can lead to you W-king everyone and then just getting destroyed by one kid that is generally better than you. So do play with concern, obviously. Do always play with concern that someone could be better than you, but try and, you know, try and feel like you are the better player in the arena. Don't be scared, you know, don't think, oh my god, I'm the worst player, I have to play so safe and not kill anyone because I'm gonna lose. So if you ever get a kill, reassure yourself that you did deserve that and you are actually capable of killing people in these lobbies, because a lot of people do play arena and they get scared. But don't be scared, guys. Like, that's the way you're gonna lose. You know, you need to just, you know, start the W key games to build your mentality, and then once you do, you can go ahead and actually pick fights like this. And as you can see here, you know, you might have been scared too scared to peek that, but you would never have known that he was 20 HP. So always making sure you're testing out people, tagging them up, because once again, this kid could be white there, and I could have got a free limb, but he wasn't. He was super, you know, had loads of health, so I just let him go, let him chill out. But like I said, in the guy in the sky, testing him out, testing the other guy out, and you know, all these guys have shields, so I'm just gonna let it slide most of the time. But if they are weak, then you can always spray them a little bit. So always go ahead and test out people in arena, see what health they're working with. Don't be afraid to take shots. And now at this point here, I'm just chilling in my box, you know what I'm saying, waiting for zone to close and see where the next zone's going to be. I don't really want to peek anyone because there's another kid waiting on me, ready to spray me, and you need to be aware of your surroundings, because if you're not looking at your surroundings, anyone can shoot you in an arena, anyone can start beaming you, and it's the worst thing ever to go ahead and get beamed by the whole lobby, as you can't do anything. Even if you had the best, you know, mechanics in the game, you can't beat everyone that's spraying at you at the same time. So as you can see here, I go in for a quick rotate, and I start to build a little bit. However, I get sprayed by like 4 kids right now, and I start to slack. After I get left alone and they're all reloading, I start slacking. I don't build as much, and as you can see here, I'm just running with my pickaxe out again like a complete idiot. And now it's a mistake on my part that I didn't overbuild. When you get into situations where like 4 people are spraying you, overbuild. Use up all your mats if you need to. Don't take unnecessary damage, you know, because you're going to get beamed so easily and so quick. So it's better, rather than building and using all your mats and staying alive, than dying and keeping your mats, you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing just be wary of, is use your mats up in arena. Don't be scared to use your mats, because you can always kill someone and get free mats off them. Also, always look for free mobility. So as you can see here, there was a free launch pad and someone had left it behind. Use free mobility. Always choose a launch pad over walking, unless it's a really risky launch pad, like it's in the middle of a massive fight. Don't go for that, obviously, because you'll probably get killed. However, also when launch padding, sometimes you can short pad, where you place a staircase above the actual pad, so that you don't go up as high and you go more across the ground. So then you can go ahead and get the zone faster without going up high in the air, because sometimes if there's a lot of people left alive, I probably wouldn't have used that pad unless people were focused elsewhere. But if people are looking at pad and you jump on that, you're going to get sprayed out of the air so hard, and you'll probably die 9 times out of 10. So as you can see here, this kid got too confident. This happens to 2 confident players. They W key in your box, and I'm just playing it calm. And when you're playing it calm in arena, you can hit all your shots and you should be able to kill him. He was playing it too aggressively, got pooped on, and then he actually ended up editing his stair wrong, where he got trapped and he didn't realize that he was actually in the see-through stair, and I could actually go ahead and shoot him. Another tip is to rotate early, get into zone, and as you can see, you never want to be that guy late to zone, because then you're going to get held by everyone. So my best tip for you guys also is to go ahead and rotate into zone early as soon as possible, and plan out where you got to go. So right here, I can see that I need to go to move over this way of the zone. So I'm planning out my route. I see I have a grappler in my inventory, and I see a massive tower. So what I do, I'm going to use my plan now. I go ahead and build over a little bit until I can reach the tower I want to use, and then I go ahead and grapple over to the tower I want to go ahead and use, get on my tower, and now I'm in front of zone. I've rotated early with my plan that I've used. Now all these kids don't have a plan. They're just scrapping to get there. You know, they're scramming around trying to get to the end of the thing, using up all their mats, where I've actually formed a plan, and now I know what I gotta do. Now, once again, I still can rotate into zone with my free grappler I got, and hold more kids back in zone. Holding zone kids in zone is the best thing ever, because it's just free sprays and free limbs if you go ahead and get them trapped in zone, because they'll die to zone probably if you don't finish them off. However, do be careful, obviously, when you get in this situation, because you can become tunnel visioned, and you don't ever want to become tunnel vision, because if you focus a kid, you can always get sniped from somewhere else. But obviously, in that scenario, I know no one else was on high ground, and I was on high ground, and I managed to spray the last kid alive. Don't worry about your kills getting stolen. You worry about that win, because you're always gonna get more you're always going to get more points from actual placement points, so don't ever worry about kills. Focus on the points instead of placement, so always try and get to the end of the games instead.
Alright, yeah, but that's pretty much the video, guys. I hope you did watch the whole entire thing. If you did, make sure to go ahead and comment banana in the comments, and I'll heart your comment if you did make it to the end. But that's pretty much it being it, guys. Drop a like if you have made it this far, because you've obviously enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you are new with post notifications so you never miss out on a video in future on how to get better in Fortnite. But yeah, guys, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.